What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 58. Let's fucking go. Yo, what are you giving me a finger for, huh? A nice good laugh to start it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. But we got some fights to talk about this weekend. But before we get into all that, Ginger fucking thinks that I was gonna forget of something. I ain't never forget, only those couple of times, alright? Let's go.
Only almost all the time.
Yeah.
Only sometimes, most of the time, not that often. You know what I mean?
Anyway, go on.
If you enjoy the content, it helps out. Like it, subscribe. Let's go. Yo, we got a whole bunch of good views on that last video, so thank you everyone for that. If we could translate into a little bit more subscription, that'd be very nice. Let's fucking go.
Very nice.
That was terrible.
It was. I don't even know. Oh my god.
But do you know it is not terrible? Bellator this weekend, which
Weirdly enough.
yeah, very surprising. Gonna be their last event with this current ownership that they got going on. Was it Paramount that's the owner company? Like,
I believe it was Paramount, yeah. Whatever they are now, because I don't think it's technically Paramount anymore. No, wasn't it Showtime?
No, Showtime. That's just like that's just where they broadcasted it on. But I'm pretty sure Paramount was like the company above them that like owned it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Either way, Bellator 301, the last of the ownership. And I mean, we were talking about it when 300 came around. It was just like, how in the fuck are they going to have Bellator 300, which is just their, it's 300, big event, all that stuff. And it was so much worse than this event we got going on.
It really was.
Yes.
Because this one, like, they tried. They tried to have 4 title fights. We ended up losing, Ryan Bader on the 300 card. So, like, certain things made it worse. But
and
with
like,
this one...
They can't...
Huh?
Yeah, and they can't control how people fight,
Yeah. Yeah, but they can control matchups, and they fucked up.
Yes. They fucked up royally with that one, but...
Yeah, with this one, I don't think they messed up with any of these matchups, especially on the main card, because Bellator has a very fucking solid main card coming at you this Friday. The main event, though, 27-0, undefeated, best record in MMA currently as an active fighter, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yaroslav Amosov, welterweight champion of Bellator. I believe he has 2 title defenses now, or is it just one? I think just one, because he got it off Lima and then defended against Storley in the unification. Yep. But yeah, not his fault. He was out for 2 years due to the Ukraine-Russia war. You know what I mean? So lost a lot of his prime time as champion. But he's back. He's defended against Jason Jackson, been in Bellator for a while, got a solid 7-1 record. I think this is going to be a really fun fucking fight.
Oh, it should be.
Yeah.
100%. Like, I mean, this dude just beat Douglas Lima, as wins over Paul Daly, Benson Henderson. Should be a fun one. Like, I haven't really watched Jason Jackson at all. I mean... He's got a great-ass nickname, the ass-kicking machine.
Yes, sir. I know he's scrappy. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be in your face. He's going to be putting hands on you. Mm-hmm. He's pretty solid, like, with, like, defending takedowns, and, like, he's got, like, decent wrestling himself. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's going to be outclassed on the ground. Like, well, I mean, he could be, because Yaroslav's a fucking monster, but... Yeah,
but that's a Yaroslav is a monster thing, not a his grappling is subpar thing.
Yeah. There's one loss in Bellator, split decision, lost to Ed Ruth, which was his first Bellator fight. Had only won in Bellator since then. Had a ankle injury, loss on the Contender Series back in 2017. So it's like that was just some kind of bullshit. And then his other 2 losses were very early in his career, and one of them was to Colby Covington in his second pro fight, which is a fun little fact.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so he's solid. I never even think to look at Bellator rankings.
Same.
Every single time we talk about Bellator or anything, I never pull up their rankings for any of that. Same. I don't know why. But they got him ranked number 2 right now.
Word. right under Logan Storley, who Yaroslav has already beaten twice, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
And then didn't Kreshkov just fight recently? I don't remember.
Probably.
I know like he came back and got like the real good win over was that Chance? I think so. Chance for encounter. Fucking smashed all of his ribs into a bunch of little bits. But yeah, number 2 Jason Jackson. It should be like, you know, solid test for Yaroslav defending the title, but I mean, because in that Logan Storley rematch, you know, I really expected it to just be much more of a grappling match. And he was just like, nah, I'm just going to come out here, fuck the grappling, and I'm just beating you up on the feet for 25 minutes. So it was just really impressive for him to, just going, I don't know, just a little bit of the Usman thing, you know what I mean? Where he's just a dominant grappler coming up, becomes the champion. He's like, let me work these hands a little bit, you know?
Let me work these hands.
But yeah, cause...
And yeah, no, that's kind of the thing is, I think he's gonna win, but that's mainly because I watched Yaroslav fight.
Yeah.
So I it's more of a known quantity for me.
Yeah.
So, and then it's just like, 28-0, 2 defenses of the Bellator belt. Wouldn't mind seeing him jump ship.
Yeah, me and Jimmy have talked about that. It would be really fun to see him go over to the UFC, especially when all of this fizzles out. If that could happen, like, after this card, dude is fucking 30 years old. He is right in his prime, just entered it. Like, he has a good couple of years ahead of him, and that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And like, with the pedigree that he has, because he's former Bellator champ, they'll more than likely give him a ranked opponent first fight.
Sure.
Bro, there ain't no way you don't give him a top 5 guy right away. You have to.
No, yeah, exactly.
You have to.
It just is going to depend on who it is, when it is. Like, him, oh my god. Even though, like, Usman's older, him versus Usman?
Nah, I don't even... Honestly, in my head, I'm like, bro, I want to see him fight. Like, I know it wouldn't be like his first one, probably, like, especially timelines and like how things happen in the division for UFC. But like, him versus Shavkat, what a fucking
That's what
fight.
I was thinking.
Oh my, bro, that would be so legendary. But it would suck for the first one because that gotta be for a title. 2 undefeated guys of like that stature, like
exactly.
A title has to be on the line. It would be fucking.
I was about to say
criminal if it wasn't.
Him versus Gilbert.
Bro, that's
Greg
a solid
number 4, and that is a fight.
And that's a real tough test coming in, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, because if he gets the win here, 28-0, it just sucks that he's 1 fight away from tying Khabib's record, but he's won't even be close to getting the same sort of recognition or respect for getting to that same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of bullshit because we've talked about it before. Khabib has 4 good names.
And I mean, like, because at the end of the day...
It's not a knock on him, but it's just, like, the way people act, it's just, like, you would think he torched, like, he literally would, all those fights would have been top 15 guys.
Nah, yeah. And I mean, like, you know, if you were to compare names on the record, obviously Khabib's going to have the better ones, you know? But it's just...
overall.
But just the fact in MMA of just how crazy the fucking sport is, just how, like, you know, unlikely it is that you're going into a fight 100%. Just anything that could possibly happen, and to show up fucking, you know, for him right now, 27 professional bouts, and to win every single one of them, like, because I forget who it was, like, talking about it, but when they were going to fight Wonder Boy, and it's like, yeah, you know, he had like a 60 and like or like something kickboxing record, and it's like they were just like, oh, it doesn't matter if, like, you know, he didn't beat like the best people or whatever, to show up 60 times and win all of them, like, that's just an impressive thing, like, that's something to be respected.
Hell yeah.
Yes. 100%. No doubt
like
about
you said,
that.
especially in MMA, because it's like, anything could happen. You're not just on the feet, you're real good at that. Like, you got to worry about takedowns, you got to worry about subs, you got to worry about a whole bunch of different shit. Like,
nah, yeah. And
then you start worrying about the takedown, all of a sudden the wrestler's favorite punch, the overhead to the right, just comes right over.
Yeah.
And now you're worried about, is he faking the shot? Is he actually coming in for the shot? And you're now just off guard and off put the whole rest of the fight because you're just trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah, there's just so many more factors. But yeah, and to your point too, just being 30 years old in his fucking prime, like, because obviously PFL is, you know, gonna run just Bellator as is for a year or two, just, you know, like that's just seeming what they're gonna do. It would be nice, like, it would suck for them if they're not able to maintain the entire roster, you know what I mean? Because that's like, that's really the only thing that they're getting out of this Bellator deal is the roster.
Yeah.
But for someone like Yaroslav, I would love to see him in the UFC, man. Now's the fucking time. Like after this, if he can get it done, 28-0, making his UFC debut, like
fucking beautiful.
They're like the two champs I want to see go over are Yaroslav, 100% Yaroslav, 100% on Eblin, and then I'd also like to see Nemkov.
There's one other person I definitely want to see in the UFC.
Well,
and we got him up next.
Yeah. And because, I mean, we could get into that because for as good as that main event is, absolutely great. Just all the fucking respect that we could just put on that fight that, you know, we just did. This fucking co-main. This is so fucking good. Sergio Pettis defending his bantamweight title against Patchy Mix, interim champ, the $1 million Grand Prix winner. This is the motherfucking fight, man. I am so excited for it. Sergio has been on a absolutely great run in Bellator since leaving the UFC, 5-0, became the champ, has wins over legends in Bellator like Juan Archuleta, Patricio Pitbull, beat Kyoji Horiguchi, you know what I mean? Just he's been doing the thing. But Patchy just a finisher. Yeah. Everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are with this man. If there's time on the clock, you're not safe.
And it's just especially like in his last two wins, like just nasty. The guillotine choke he had over fucking Magomed, like that for me was a contender for sub of the year. Like that was so nasty the way he wrapped that up and slept him. And then the knee to the head over fucking Rafian, like slept him. Yeah. Going into that, he was 19-1, hadn't been finished. Like it, nasty.
Yeah, just a standing knee too, just right up the middle, just absolutely beautiful. And because I mean, they got a few similar opponents, you know, that they have fought. I feel like the biggest one that is the most meaningful towards this fight is the Kyoji Horiguchi one, because Patchy dominated him over 5 rounds. It was easy, nothing for him. Like Kyoji had nothing for him. I'm going that. Sergio, he was losing every second of that fight until he got the spinning back fist. And man. I mean, because I'm pretty sure Patchy's the favorite heading into it, and deservedly so. Cause,
I know Sergio's doing great. I know he has the experience that he's been around for a while, but it's like they're both 30 years old, and like I said, I know Sergio has that experience, but he's also just taken so much more damage. Patchy, fucking 5 inches taller than him, doesn't have the most in reach advantage. What is it, like 1.5 inches or something?
I'm not sure. Patchy had 71.5.
Okay, so 1 inch reach advantage. But either way, it's just the way that he's come in. Like his only loss is a decision to Juan Archuleta. He was 13-0 at the time. It was 3 years ago. Juan was 24-2. So like
for the vacant title, like
and that was his Bellator debut. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. Sorry, there was a Ryzen fight in between. So I just saw Bellator after Ryzen. I thought it was his debut, but either way,
third Bellator fight though. You know,
just. I don't know. I just think he's going to get it done. He's a fucking nasty fighter. And Sergio's a good fighter, so he's going to be there for the fight. It's just going to be good.
Yeah, man. And because, you know, just as we were transitioning into it, if he can get the win here over Sergio, especially if he finishes him, I mean, PFL doesn't have a 135 division, you know what I mean? Bro, get his ass into the UFC, because holy fuck, at 30 years old, there are so many good fights to make, and there's so much time.
Good ones.
Yeah, and just another person that you throw right into the rankings, and it's like, bro, such good fights to be made.
Yo, him versus Corey, him versus Cheeto, him versus O'Malley, Marab, like literally any of them.
I was about to say, literally, like, damn near, literally 1 through 8 is awesome. Font, Sedong, Song Yadong, Vera, Piotr, Corey, Henry, Dvalishvili, Sterling, O'Malley. Those are all great fights.
Yeah, I mean, bro, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like you got. I know like Cheeto is, he's ranked number 6, but anyone past him, like 7 and up, they're all getting finished easily. Like I really don't think Song or Rob would have much for him at all.
I agree. I do agree.
And then Cheeto's just unfinishable. But... So
that's the only reason why I think that's a good fight. Is it would be a good fight, but like for that reason, like how does that go?
Yeah.
Does it just go to like a crazy decision and we're just like, bro, that was a fight? Or
is he able to get the sub over him? You know what I mean? Like,
right, because that's kind of what I was thinking, is like he might not be able to knock him out, but dude has crazy subs.
Yeah
Probably would be a technical submission, but where he's unconscious or his arm fucking breaks or some shit.
Yeah, man, that
I would love that fight.
Yeah, and because that's the thing. We've already seen Sergio in the UFC. You know what I mean? It's like that's not like, I don't know. It's more interesting for me for like him going to PFL, because then it's like, he's fought in UFC, he's fought in Bellator, fighting in the PFL. You know what I mean? Shit, Anthony's in the PFL now, so have them both on a card together. How long has it been since they've been able to fight on the same card together? That would just be cool.
It would be cool, but I think that's kind of why he had also like left the UFC, because he was trying to carve his own path. He wasn't trying to be looked at as the younger brother of Anthony Pettis. He was trying to be his own person. I think that's why, even then, like, I think he'd want to go like where Anthony isn't.
I don't know. I feel like they're past that at this point. Like Anthony's.
But yes and no.
Anthony's at like, at the end of his career. Like he's only got a few fights left. No. Like he already went to Bellator. Like he became the champ. Like I don't know. I feel like,
is he even in the PFL anymore? Because he's fighting at fucking like Karate Combat, like either this weekend or next weekend or some shit. He boxed Roy Jones. I don't think he's.
I don't know. With knowing how the PFL is and being willing to allow their big fighters to do other things because they respect them more, you know what I mean? Like I can easily have seen them signing him to like MMA deal.
No, I know, and it would all depend though. Also, like we don't know how long Sergio or Patchy's contracts are.
Yeah.
But also with Pettis. What if instead of going to PFL, let's say this for some reason, like after, if he loses the championship, it's his like last fight, second to last fight. What if he goes over to 1?
I thought you were gonna say I'd be totally fine with that too. What?
Like
you don't like? Well, hold on. Oh, because 135, so it would be Fabricio.
Yeah, it'd be fighting on bantamweight.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to think, because honestly, I was just thinking 135.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he would compete at flyweight too.
He could probably do it. I don't think Pettis cuts that much weight.
He competed at flyweight before, moved up to bantamweight.
That's what I mean.
So that's why with one having flyweight at 135, I know they have the rehydration shit, but it's like, I don't know.
Well,
to your point, how much does he cut?
Well, not only that, but you got to remember, he didn't Bellator didn't have a 125 division anyway when he came in. He did move up to 135 because looking at his record, his second fight in the UFC was Alex Caceres at 135, which I completely forgot. Caceres fought at fucking 35.
Yeah, I was looking through his record the other day and I saw that, and in my brain I was like, how the fuck did that fight happen? Because I was just like, there ain't no way that fuck. Like, I definitely didn't remember Sergio ever being at 45, and in my head of Caceres being lower than 45, I was like, there ain't no way. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because think about it, you can get him versus, hell, if he fought at flyweight, they're flyweight.
Him versus DJ.
Him versus DJ. And then if somehow, and then if he somehow wins that, wants to move up a division to do double champ.
Yeah, maybe he wants
a lot of options.
Yeah, that's honestly because
that's why
with him being a more striking oriented guy too, it's like one has a lot of options for him. He could go over to kick.
Those are scary.
Oh yeah, it is, but I feel like he would be down for it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not down for it for him. Those places are fucking scary spots for that man to go.
I mean, I don't know. Like MMA flyweight, I feel like he could compete very nicely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a scary spot for him. Fabrice,
Well, I'm not thinking of MMA. I'm sorry. I was thinking of like their Muay Thai or kickboxing. I'm like, that's a scary like spot to go.
No, it is. It is. But that's the thing. I don't know. I feel like he would just be all down for it. And at the end of the day, bro, if you're telling me that we could get a Sergio Pettis versus fucking like, I don't know, Rod Tang or fucking Haggerty or something, bro, I'm down for it. I'll take it. Give me it. I don't give a fuck. Let's fucking go. That would be such a big fight. And then, just another, like a third major organization for Sergio to compete in. That would be awesome.
No, yeah, and like the Pettis brothers at that point, like, what haven't they competed in? Like,
between them, fucking everything.
Like, high level, like, Jesus Christ.
They haven't competed in like KSW.
He said high level.
We just had fucking Anthony Pettis beat Roy Jones Jr. in a boxing match at fucking cruiserweight at 200 pounds.
Legendary. But yeah, these two title fights for Bellator are just honestly the best that they can put out right now. Like there's nothing better that they can do in my opinion.
Nah.
You gotta go.
No, I was saying they really couldn't. Like I was, because just about every one of their other champions has fought like legitimately. Like
and these are just good ass fights.
Cyborg already fought.
And it's like the meaningful champs, you know. It's like and it's Patricio, like with meaningful opponents.
Fought. Usman just got popped.
Oh yeah, sure. We didn't talk about that last time. We didn't mention it on the rundown. Well, fight news. Usman got popped.
It was his medication.
Vadim Nemkov is moving up to heavyweight.
But no,
and Bader,
he got pulled.
Assholes.
But yeah, so the best title fights that they can do, the best shit they got. But this featured bout, I don't know why the fuck they did this. I feel like because I honestly think they were just like, oh, it was a fun lead up the last time, you know, let's just do it again for 301. Because Rafion Stotts is fighting Danny Sabatello again. After Danny is on a 2-fight losing streak, and
no, he just a one.
Okay, one fight. But he got choked out by Magomedov, and then Rafion Stotts hasn't fought since getting knocked out by Patchy Mix. The rematch.
I don't give a fuck. I hope it ends the same.
I'm pretty sure Danny's the favorite in this one.
Like, I know that it won't, but I really hope that it does. I hope that Danny loses again and storms the fuck out of there while Rafion and the crowd sings him out.
All I know is that I forget the judge's name, but you cannot have that one judge on this fucking fight again, because whoever gave Danny Sabatello a 50-45 in that first fight was absolutely insane. Nah, that dude, Danny paid that dude 100%. He said, please.
He paid him. That cocaine money ain't cheap.
Yeah, but that... So I mean, a rematch. I mean, first fight it wasn't the most fun, you know. Written, I don't know why they're doing it, man. Because it's also it's the featured bout. It's the last fucking like Bellator card, you know, with this ownership. They haven't been promoting this shit at all. There's been nothing with them like talking shit to each other. That was the whole fun the last time. They were fucking going everywhere, just doing a whole bunch of face to face, just talking mad shit.
They were probably just trying to throw shit together.
Yeah,
they got the two good ones, and then they were like, all right, whatever.
But yeah, so yeah, like you guys are saying, hopefully Rafion just gets another easy win, and everyone can just sing Danny out of there. You think he goes to Octagon after?
No.
The most off the walls. So you think? Do you think Sabatello goes to Octagon? What?
Hey, they have some fun out there, you know.
I mean, I think at most he goes to KSW if he's going to a European organization, but
but yeah, so a decent featured bout. The next fight on the card, though, kind of surprising that they booked it. I don't know, but AJ McKee's back. He was supposed to be. I forget who was he supposed to fight in the tournament. Patricky Pitbull. That's what it was. But yeah, had to pull out of that, and so now he's back fighting Sydney Outlaw.
My favorite thing about this fight is Sydney Outlaw's topology.
It's solid, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
He went to college School of Pain.
Nice.
His head coach is Jesus Christ.
Very nice.
His foundation style, win.
Most effective.
Other coaches, life.
Let's go. Yo, life will teach you a lot.
And teach you everything.
Hold up. Let's just time out for 2 seconds because these two found this. I was not aware of this tapology little section because just all of a sudden at like 10:30 on like fucking Monday, all of a sudden I get a DM from fucking Jimmy just with those 4 things completely out of context, nothing else, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I looking at?
The best topology, brother.
He tells me and I'm like, I don't believe you. Go to Tapology.
Yup.
And yeah, no, that's what his fucking Tapology page says, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's how I know he runs his own Tapology page.
But yeah, Sydney Outlaw, he's been good fun in Bellator. He's got a 5-2 record. His only losses to Tafik Masayev and Michael Chandler, which no shame in either of those losses. No. I don't know. AJ McKee hasn't looked as good at 155 as I thought he would. I don't know, man. This might be a rough fight for him, honestly.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
It's like
May just doesn't have the same amount of pop. It's just like it's just not there.
I don't.
Which is crazy because it's not like he's small at 155, 5'10" with a 73.5-inch reach.
You know, he was a big featherweight, and he was just oh, it's hard to cut weight, and like that's why he was like, let me move up, and it just.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy.
Max,
yeah,
but is it kind of like the Max Holloway thing? Like I know he doesn't have the longest reach, but like same kind of thing where he's just like he's a big featherweight, and he'd be a pretty normal size fucking lightweight, but it's just like he just doesn't have the power.
Nah, yeah, that's honestly a real good comparison to it. But it's just he's just not as good as Max. You know what I mean? So it's like I know. But that's why I feel like he's gonna struggle more trying to be at 55.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah, 100%. I can see what you're saying because you have your people who were fighting at 45 who should have been 55ers, a la your Connor and your Poiriers. And then you have your people who are fighting at 55 who should probably be more like featherweights, like your Frankie Edgars or your AJ McKees.
Yeah. And because at featherweight, this dude was just running through so many great fighters. Patricio, Darian Caldwell, Derek Campos, Georgie Karakani, and Pat Curran. Just, Pat was a decision, but every other person on there, got a finish. And then, because I'm pretty sure fought Patricio for the 55 belt after that, lost the decision. I'm pretty sure that was just a rematch at 45.
I think so.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, so after that, that's when he was just like, gonna go up and, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just that decision of Spike Carlisle, goddamn, just sitting too much, just sitting too much in my head. But Spike is a terrible fighter, and that was not an easy decision win for him. Against Sydney Outlaw, man, I don't know. Outlaw might just be able to get the finish. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Especially when your head coach is Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All things are possible through Jesus Christ.
So jot that down.
Let's go. But yeah.
Man went 1-1 in Bellator, went to Ryzen, and is now 1-2 in Ryzen.
Who?
Fucking Carlisle.
Oh. But he sucks. Should be a solid fight though overall. Definitely excited for that. If AJ looks good, that will be a solid win for him at lightweight. See what he's able to do. Maybe get some another tournament in PFL next year or something. 155.
Yeah. He can stay over there.
Yeah.
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 really, it's only the champ that it's really only Usman that at 55, like in terms of like the ranks, because I can't think of anyone else.
I don't even want to see him over there if I'm going to be
Bellator.
honest.
Usman?
Yeah.
Really? You won't want to see Usman out of UFC?
Why not?
Him versus Islam?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
Islam's going to be at 70 by the time he gets there.
Oh, that's the fight to make. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Usman is like, I don't really care where he goes, honestly. He can go to PFL, he can go to UFC. It don't make no difference to me. But
I mean, it's not that I would care. I'm just like, I don't care to see him there is really what it is.
Exactly. Last fight on the main card, though, for Bellator. Patricky Pitbull fighting Alexander Shabley. Winner gets Brent Primus now for the finals. Hooray! Let's go, Usman.
Good job, Usman.
I'm not excited for this. Shabley versus Tafik Masayev absolutely sucked. and now he's fighting the worst Pitbull brother. So, and now the winner doesn't even get fucking Usman. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't give a fuck, man.
I really don't care about the Grand Prix anymore.
And Alexander Shabley already finished Brent Primus too, so that shit would be a rematch anyway.
Sounds about right.
So even worse. Let's go. But I mean, hopefully Pitbull's able to make it a fun fight, though.
No, yeah.
Other than that, they got a whole bunch of fights on the prelims. Should be a fun card. This is honestly like a really good Bellator card overall, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely excited for it. 301, let's go.
The better Bellator card.
Yeah. But that's going to be Friday.
300.
What
should have been 300?
Nah. The last one should be the best one, you know what I mean?
Gotta go out with a bang.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's Bellator 301 on Friday. But on Saturday, we got nowhere near as spectacular of a card. I can't lie.
Nah, yeah. I mean, like, really looking at the card, it's like, oh, this shit sucks. But I do think we're going to get good fights out of it. Like, I don't think it's going to be a shitty card. I just think that there's absolutely no name value to it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one name on this card, and that's motherfucking Paul Craig. Because he's in the main event, taking on Brendan Allen. Second fight at 185. Got a beautiful win over Andre Muniz in his middleweight debut. But yeah, I don't know how this fight is gonna go, man.
I don't know.
I'm so scared for my boy. He's fucking doing impressions of fucking just all different people at media day. He's just having fun.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, man. When it comes to the actual fight, I think Brendan Allen's gonna try and keep it standing. I think Brendan Allen has a much better chance if this fight is standing than on the ground. On the ground, it becomes a little too even.
Yeah, last 4 or 5 fights, he got RNC, but I don't think he's going to be trying that on Paul Craig.
No, even if he does, it's going to be the Andre Muniz thing, where he keeps it standing for 2.5 rounds and then knocks him down, and then wraps up the neck.
And that's where he's going to lose.
Paul Craig is not Andre Muniz.
He's going to absolutely batter Paul Craig on the feet, and then he's going to fall down, and he's like, I got him done, and then Paul's just going to finish him instantly. It's going to be over just like that. First round, arm triangle choke from bottom, 1 second left in the round. Paul Craig.
You can't just say he's going to win in a meme way. That's not how this works.
What? Okay, but Paul could win.
No, Paul could win. I'm just saying, you can't just be out here throwing out meme wins.
Hey, man. If anyone could hit an arm triangle from the bottom, I think it's Paul Craig. You know what I mean? He's at middleweight now. He's fucking extremely jacked.
But still, like, shredded and flexible now, you know?
Chin even worse.
Chin better.
No. There ain't no way.
Better.
No.
Every time Paul Craig fights, I'm always scared for him.
What was his first fight at middleweight again?
Andre Muniz.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it only the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, let's get him against someone who actually like can crack and say those same things.
If he wins this fight, you give him Marvin Vittori. All right?
Oh my god.
I'm down for that.
I would also be so down for that. Marvin is definitely someone dumb enough to get subbed by Paul Craig.
How about Paulo? He gets Paulo.
Nah, you don't do
I want
that.
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin's the fight, man. Come on, you know it is. Paul Craig versus Marvin.
Should be Hamza versus Marvin.
Hamza just getting a title fight in like 6 months.
Maybe.
Sorry, I was just looking at something, and we'll get there.
Okay. But yeah, you're definitely right though, Ginger. Like Brendan Allen should try and keep this on the feet. He should if
100%.
he just defends takedowns and just tries to kickbox him, this should be like a first or second round knockout. Honestly,
Yeah.
Paul is just way too open on the feet, man. It's fucking crazy.
He is, and Brendan.
How does he have this many high level wins?
Because he's great.
Because of memes.
Yeah,
In all
makes no
honesty,
sense.
It's because of memes. Loses to Tyson Pedro and Khalil Roundtree, and then beats Magomed Ankalaev by triangle choke in the third round at 4 minutes 59 seconds after getting battered for all 3 rounds.
Yeah,
and then goes on.
I was gonna say his next one was another triangle choke in the third round.
Yeah, and his fight right before that, he got Kimura'd by Jimmy Crute.
Yeah. and then he fucking goes to a draw with an old ass Shogun, and then 2 years later he finishes Jamal Hill. And then right after, also Nikita Krylov loses to Uzdemir, Johnny Walker, and then finishes Andre Muniz.
Like, this old man's.
He's legendary.
I remember it was like right after the Uzdemir loss. Someone tweeted out 205. You have a Michael Johnson.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, you have to love the Michael Johnsons and the Paul Craigs, and
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just like
a glorious 9-6-1 UFC record. Beautiful. But yeah, that either way, that should be a fun ass fight as long as that lasts. I don't think 100%. It's gonna go past the third round. Like it might go into the third, but over 15 minutes, that just seems very unlikely.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I definitely can see that. It's just like, yeah, Brendan's gonna keep it on the feet. This man was having a slugfest with Bruno Silva. Of course, this man's gonna keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
He ain't afraid of Paul Craig's power. And that's what's going to end up getting him fucking knocked out. Like, that's what's going to end up happening.
Yo, imagine Paul Craig at middleweight is just a knockout machine.
That's what's going to happen. Let's go. Paul Craig entering his prime. 36. Is he going
to be the first? If he knocks out Brendan Allen, he might be the first one to knock out Marvin Vettori.
He might be.
But yeah.
Man.
Just because of some dumb shit.
Big hype on this UFC main event, though. After that, the card, it takes a big dive, to be fair.
Yeah.
In names.
Yeah.
But they're good fights.
Contenders. And yeah, because this co-main event, I have been very high on Michael Morales since the start.
Yes. 15-0,
undefeated out of Ecuador, looking like a real solid prospect, going up against Jake Matthews. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a real tough test for him. Every time 29 years old for Jake Matthews, that shit always surprises the fuck out of me. 12-6 in the UFC.
Bro, if you told me he was 34, I'd believe you.
Yeah, that's what he feels like in my head.
Signed, when he was like, let's see, 2014, 9 years ago?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got signed at 20.
Yeah, just fought guys like James Vick, Kevin Lee, The Leech, fucking Anthony Rocco Martin, Emil Weber-Meek, Diego Sanchez, Sean Brady, Andre Fialio, like, just so many fucking people in the UFC. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's why it just, he's just, still young, 29 years old, just getting into his prime, just very solid experience, and yeah, so.
Yeah, and then there's Michael Morales, who's 24 years old.
Yeah.
Only an inch taller, but bro has 79-inch
bro, I
long
forget
arms.
about that every time.
When we were talking about him, I forgot, but then I was like, oh yeah, this is the long ass fucking dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's stupid.
yeah,
It
fucking
is.
stupid.
That should be fucking illegal to have 79-inch reach at welterweight. What the fuck?
I forgot this
has
man
a
was supposed to...
Oh, sorry. He has like a few decisions, but he is really just a finishing machine.
Yeah.
And if you were gonna bring up him that he was supposed to fight Renat, that's what I was like looking at before. That I was like, we'll get into this because I was like, bro, I didn't realize that, and that would have been a good fight. But honestly, after that last performance, Morales might have got it.
I think Morales would have won.
Yeah.
I think Morales would have won.
I mean,
But shit.
yeah, we'll see how he does here. Cause if he like finishes Jake Matthews too, then yeah, for sure. If they were to fought, I would have favored him heavily in that one.
I mean, shit. At that point, I would almost say go ahead and have him fight or not.
I don't know why you kill off two contenders coming up. You know what I mean?
We're not killed off his own hype with that last fight.
Yeah, but I don't. I still feel like you shouldn't try like you could. Like,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just like the thing is, eventually, even like because I get what you're saying, but eventually, even if they're like ranked 11 and like let's just say 8, they're probably at that point gonna have to fight anyway.
But I don't know. At least if they're both ranked, to just like getting into like the upper end of the division and have more meat. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but it's just one of those things where it's just like eventually you have to have these guys fighting each other
Only for titles.
And sometimes it's just gonna happen where it's gonna be in the rankings, or it's gonna be like one's right outside the rankings, one's in the rankings type thing. Like
only if it's necessary. Don't kill off prospects. Let them work for the belt.
Like,
streamline this shit easier. Let these champs get more title defenses in. Pay them money.
He can fight Chiesa.
Morales?
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. He'd beat the dog shit out of Chiesa.
Number 14. Just don't give him to Magny,
Magny's already gonna get fucking bounced out the UFC by Mike Malott.
You're not wrong.
It's over for him after that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited for Michael Morales. I hope he does good.
Yeah.
It's funny because thinking in my head, I'm just like, damn, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen him. It's only been 4 months since his last fight.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like the past year or two, just I don't know if it's watching so many more fights and just doing more, just like a couple of months of fights just feels like it's like oh, that's like a year ago.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because we watch so many different things that it just feels like time, like it's been so long.
Yeah, bro, it hasn't even been a fucking full year since Jamal fought.
Yeah, bro,
it's crazy.
That is crazy.
I was about to say, what? That was a month before we started the podcast.
Yep. Not even like just fucking couple weeks. Like fucking 2-3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Before we started doing the podcast, like that's the insane part.
Man, I have no conception of time.
It's the same. It's gone from my brain. It's been gone from my brain for like 5 years. But yeah, should be a very fun co-main event though. This feature bout, as soon as they announced this one, I was so hyped.
I love this.
I like this fight.
A grappler's delight at 155. Jordan Levitt versus Chase Hooper.
The two least intimidating men on the roster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, I don't know. I really don't know who. I feel like,
bro, they're both solid.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I think this is just gonna be a fun scrap. Like
I
don't even know who's gonna win. Like, I think maybe Jordan, like he did it up his, clinch game with those knees and elbows. So like maybe like he's gonna have some advantage on the feet, but who knows? Like all of a sudden, Chase Hooper
much better at 155.
No, and that's the other thing I was about to bring up. Is Chase Hooper looks so much better at 55 than he did at 45. Like, I genuinely am unsure of how this fight will end.
And he's only 24 years old, too, so he's going to be making big leaps and bounds, like, in between fights, you know what I mean? Because, his fight against Nick Fiore, he looks that was such a fun fight. It just, oh, man,
I forgot that fucking Jordan Levitt's only 28.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, 28
He's still on the
24.
right side of 30.
Yeah, like, it's... like. This is such a good one. I have a feeling that Jordan might just be a bit stronger in there, and he might just muscle him around. I feel like
that's entirely possible.
Chase might be able to grab something up. Like I feel like if anything, Jordan's gonna be getting the better of the majority of the fight, and then Chase will just have to try and find his moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand that. I could see that. Because that's really all I could. Honestly, this could be a fight like, I don't know, like, where we expect to go one way and then all of a sudden it's just like a kickboxing fight. Because Chase ain't afraid to scrap. Neither is Jordan, really. Like, they'll both just scrap it out.
I don't know
if
if Jordan's going to want this as a kickboxing fight.
No, I was about to say, I think Jordan's the one who shoots first out of the two of them, but
yeah,
I can see this
agree.
starting off as a kickboxing fight for at least about the first half of the first round.
Yeah, I could just...
Maybe a little more.
Jordan probably going to have a hard time with that reach. Like, fuck it, let's take this to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
the way I see it.
Yeah, man, Chase, he's so fucking fun, man. But,
either way, I'm excited for this fight.
Yeah.
One of those things, though, that I'm like, shit, what am I going to put for Tapology?
Yeah.
That's
a hard one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one overall. Like this entire card of doing Tapology picks. I'm not fucking excited.
I'm gonna have to revert back to my old ways of picking. Whose haircut do I like better? Whose name is better? You know what I mean? Like,
or you go with an awesome tattoo, like in this next bout. Peyton Talbot is finally making his UFC debut. Let's fucking go. And this dude got a fucking dot in his chest and a dot in his back. He's got the fucking tattoo right through his soul. It's crazy. I love it. He's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I am very excited for him.
Yeah,
same,
bro. I said as soon as we seen him on Contender Series, right afterwards, you know, it's just another one of those things where it's like just trying to think of people that would be fun, like stylistically to see fight. And it's like 25 years old. He's just making his UFC debut. He's got a long ways to go. But it's like, man, if he gets up in the rankings, him versus Corey Sandhagen, I want it. Bro, honestly, Corey's just the greatest fighter to fight any good fighter. You know what I mean?
Because he's so good, just stylistically everywhere.
Like, that's really just what it is. Everyone that's good at 135, I'm just like, I want to see him fight Corey.
No, exactly. It's like, Patchy Mix, Corey. Andrade, Corey.
But yo, like, with Peyton, I am super excited to see him because up until his Contender Series fight, he had all finishes. Some of them were later, so I mean, that still goes to show that he can make it to the third round and finish people.
Yeah.
But the only reason this went to a decision was because Reyes Cortez is stupid tough. Yeah, and that's all there is to say about that. There was nothing that Peyton, like, at that point could have done unless he was a sub guy and was just like, nah, I'm going to take you down and do this, you know? He was just on the feet beating the shit out of him over 3 rounds, and he looked great over those 3 rounds. I'm just excited as fuck to see him because, like I said, all of his other professional fights, went to a finish, just knockouts, flying knees. He's gonna be great fun.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. The only like hiccup where he could have like lost that fight was when he was backflipping out of something and almost landed on his own fucking head and neck.
Yo, no, that was amazing.
No, it's amazing, but he could have lost that real quick if he had landed
I loved
wrong.
that. Like,
I love, but you see what I'm saying? Like, if that had gone wrong.
Saying, but no, we're not going to talk like that. That was amazing.
Yo, I just want to see someone do the fucking crazy horse thing and pick someone up and just spin around and slam them in the cage.
Well, can we just bring back the Kevin Randleman just jumping fucking suplex on Fedor?
You need to bring back steroids first, brother. That's step 1. And we're already at step 1 because USADA's going. Let's go. Nah, but
what's step 2?
Yeah. But he's fighting Nick Aguirre. It's funny because looking through his record, I don't think I've ever seen someone where their first 3 scheduled pro bouts all got canceled. It's just
that's insane.
Yeah, that's just kind of a funny thing. But yeah, he is 7-1 overall. Lost his UFC debut to Dan Argueta.
I don't think I've seen someone who only has 8 pro fights have 5 canceled bouts.
I mean, I didn't realize, but 2020 is when he made his pro debut, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Was going to,
well,
ended
yeah,
up in
yeah.
2021.
No, that was-
yeah. So
I was about to, that was November. That was November of 2020, though.
Yeah, it's still.
That was really late 2020. Why were they canceled? I wonder if it says. I'm curious.
Either way, though.
Due to COVID-19 restrictions.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
There it is. But yeah, so I just hope Peyton Talbot looks absolutely amazing in this fight.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Next up on the card, though, Amanda Hebos taking on Luana Pinheiro, and it's just funny because, yeah, it was, like, not too long ago, we're just like, where the fuck's Luana at? What's she been doing? Why the fuck is she ranked? Like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, she's actually fighting Amanda Hebos on this card.
And it's, like, again,
Yeah.
another fighter who she fought back in April. Hasn't been a whole year yet, like, she...
No, yeah. It's amazing how we'll sometimes, like, say, like, oh, yeah, this person's supposed to be fighting, or, and then we're like, where have they been? It's been, like, only, like, 4 or 5 months, and then it's like when Jakar Close's fight got announced, we were all, like, me and Jimmy were both like, oh, yeah, it's been a fucking minute. Where has he been? What the fuck?
But yeah, this should be a fun fight. Two Brazilian strawweights going at it. I don't even have the rankings up. I'm slacking today.
What the hell?
Yeah. But yeah, because Amanda Hebos ranked 10, Luana ranked 9. So
It doesn't really do anything.
yeah. There's gonna be no movement in that.
Luana will
how
move
old is
above
Amanda?
Garm.
Man is 30 years old now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6-3 in the UFC. Definitely was real hyped up, but just kind of hasn't been. Just I don't know, hasn't been doing too great. Just bouncing around between 115 and 125.
Sorry, I just realized looking at Luana shit because she's 3-0 in the UFC. So I was like, oh, who has she fought? Like, what has she done? She has 2 decision wins and a win via illegal upkick in her pro debut. I mean, not her pro debut, her UFC debut.
Nice.
And that's just really funny.
I forgot about that. Fucking Random Marco sucks.
10-10-1. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she's even worse now. She's 11-11-1. Let's go. Basically the same.
Beautiful.
I was about to say, retire. Like, you have the perfect record. It's all the same
Nah,
number.
she needs one no contest now.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, this should be a decent scrap. Amanda Hebos is always fun. Luana split decision win over Michelle Waterson Gomez. Not that great, but
Yeah.
I mean, how old is she even? 29 years old,
29,
yeah.
yeah.
So who knows? Maybe she'll, she was out for a bit. Maybe she'll be looking better, just getting more active. You know what I mean? See where she ends up going in the division. It's just really funny because I know fucking Big Marcel posted this shit, so it's like usually he posted it, that means it's confirmed. But Topology, good old unconfirmed rumor for Udos Medics versus you hit that, Kate. I don't even want to fuck that guy's name up.
Miktibek or Elbai.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's just funny. That's unconfirmed rumor. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, this dude 11-1-1. Making his UFC debut. Has just a whole bunch of finishes. Has a draw. Has 1 loss by decision and 1 win by decision. So that's fun. But other than that, all finish wins. So I mean, let's go. Let's see what he can do against the doctor. You know what I mean? Uros Medic.
It'll be a good fight.
Probably.
No, yeah.
I mean, Uros is always, every single one of his fights has ended in a finish.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And most of Earl Bai's fight has also ended in a finish. So that's why I'm just like, either way, should probably
Only
be
2
good.
decisions out of 13 fights. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. But yeah, so that's the main card. Prelims. There's some stuff sprinkled around that's kind of interesting. What do you guys want to talk about? What's piquing your interest on this prelim card, huh?
You want to know what's not piquing my interest?
I'll take that too. What's not piquing your interest? Let's go.
Caio Machado. Oh my god.
Yo, you're not so super excited for Caio Machado's UFC debut, the much anticipated?
No.
He's Brazilian. He's not even on the fucking Brazilian card.
Shit.
What? Yo,
His
this
fight
guy
on the Contender Series was terrible. That's why I'm hoping Mick fucking knocks him out in the first round.
Dana was very impressed.
Bro, he saw him. You know what you could have done instead of that? Or as that would have been just as exciting? You just put a heavy bag in the middle of the octagon and have him practice on it. For 3 rounds. That would have been just as exciting.
But yeah. He's fighting Mick Park, and Mick should just absolutely fuck him up.
Yes.
All of his wins are by finish, other than his UFC debut. Trains with Tom Aspinall. But yeah, so only 28 years old as a heavyweight, so he's got plenty of time to get into, you know, and yeah, crazy. Heavyweight, 6'4", 79-inch reach. Motherfucking Michael Morales cheating that welterweight. That's crazy. What about you, Kate? What are you looking at on this prelim card that's looking fun to you?
Charles Johnson and Rafael Estevam could be fun.
Yeah.
Estevam is making his UFC debut, and he has a lot of finishes, and Charles could be fun. It's really.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, because I was gonna say it's really only that one, and then like the opening fight, Christian Leroy Duncan and Dennis Tuilewilen. That could definitely be a good fight. Christian did not look good in his last fight, so like hopefully he comes back looking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, both of those are the wrong answer, and the correct answer is hopefully Eileen Perez gets a win, so she can then start twerking on the fucking translator again, and you can see him get all flustered and just like start fucking up his job, because that shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Wrong.
You reminded me of it. How are you going?
I was gonna say I know I'm the one that brought it up the first time.
I completely forgot about it.
No, yeah, I saw her name and I was like, yo, I hope she wins so she could shake her ass on the translator again. And she was like, what?
And I saw her, I was like, oh yeah. But yeah. Either way though, this card overall, what, a solid 1.5?
This is the type of card you rate after.
Nah, it's solid overall. It's fucking. This is just an Apex, right? Yeah, it's an Apex card. That's
it's
it.
an Apex.
Yeah.
This is the Apex of Apex cards.
That's not true because Sean Strickland is not headlining it.
Yeah, but he can't headline them anymore. He's the champ right now.
Exactly.
He loses his championship. He goes right back.
Exactly. So give us some time.
Exactly. But
He's gonna defend it against Duplessis, and then we might see him back in the Apex. Okay.
I hope so. Let's go, champ. But yeah, that's the UFC card on Saturday. Hopefully it's fun. Huh.
As soon as you said that, I just had the erroneous thought of, what if Strickland's the one who fucking breaks Anderson's record or ties Anderson's record of title defenses at middleweight? What type of fucking shit?
If he beats Drikas, he just might.
That would be quite a world.
Nah, that ain't happening. There ain't no way.
It ain't.
It would be quite a world we live in.
Yeah.
Just fucking 2027. He's still just the champ, just fucking people up.
We're just sitting here
I'm like, yeah, guys, I don't know how the fuck I got here. I don't know why I'm still fucking here.
And we're here like,
somebody please take this belt from me.
He's like, yo, I've given up. I'm smoking now. Dana's like, you can't smoke in here.
We're all just like, how is a 1-2 front kick still working?
Oh man, yeah, let's go. I hope so. That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
But that's gonna bring us into the fight news, and we gotta fucking just peel the band-aid right off, get to the sadness right away, because the UFC just wants to absolutely destroy Dominic Reyes' career.
I'm Dominic Reyes.
Because yeah, it was on the pay-per-view when they showed the broadcast for the January card it is, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and it showed Dom Reyes versus Carlos Olberg, and just why, man? There's another guy coming up that's just knocking people the fuck out, and you want to, like, It just sucks too, because after his last one, I'm just like, please give him some unranked guy. You know what I mean? He's got to stop fighting top 15 guys. You don't give him someone that's right about to be in the down.
Right, like, dude, they gave you what you wanted.
Like, dude is on a 4-fight losing streak. 3 of those the last 3 all knockouts.
All vicious ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Power jabs, spinning elbows, punches. It's just all bad.
Yeah, and with the last one, like you said, power jab from Ryan Spann. Like, Ryan Spann's got some fucking crazy power on him, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's like, you walking into a fucking jab and you're just getting, just starched, you know what I mean? Like, that's not good, man. Like, that chin is busted. It's...
No. Oh, it's been busted.
So, I don't know, fucking left hook knockout for fucking Carlos Olberger in the first round?
Probably.
God, I hope he Nzechukwu's him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it'll happen, but...
Nah. But yeah, so that's gonna be real sad. But a much more fun fight, a happy fight. Fucking RoboCop versus Brad Tavares. This shit is gonna be good. I'm very excited for this.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
RoboCop's just always down to bang, man.
No, I know. And every time I see him, I keep forgetting he's a middleweight because he looks like he could be a fucking light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Like, these two are not going to look like they're in the same weight class when they actually get in the cage.
Yeah, but that, I feel like Brad's probably going to try and mix it up on him, I feel like he's got to. He's fucking tough as shit, doesn't really get finished. I don't even know if he has been finished by strikes in the UFC.
He has.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He has.
I wasn't sure. I didn't remember specifically.
No, yeah, just like multiple times though.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well,
yeah, because I know, like, I'm pretty sure Izzy finished them.
Tim Boch, whatever.
Tim Boch.
Whitaker, Edmund Shabazian, and Bruno Silva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weirdly enough, Dricus didn't.
No, Dricus went to a decision with him.
All right. Still, RoboCop's probably gonna knock him out. I don't know, man.
He also got finished by Court McGee on The Ultimate Fighter.
Rear
naked choke. Rear naked choke.
Oh, okay.
And
were all those you said strikes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the ones that I said were strikes.
Well,
but, I mean, I also, again, just another person I forget that isn't that old is fucking RoboCop. Man was only 31 years old.
Yeah.
You look at him, he looks 37.
Because I know that Brad is 35.
I also thought Brad was like 37.
And I was like, okay, he's probably like his age, but probably older, maybe 36. I seen 31. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, 5-2 in the UFC. I mean, Bruno Ferreira came in and knocked him out real fucking clean.
Yeah, that was great.
And he's been finished a couple times himself, but he probably is gonna win.
I
Yeah.
was about to say, Tavares doesn't have the type of power that RoboCop has.
Nah, not even a little bit.
It's just...
Yeah, that should be a good one, though.
I was about to say, for as long as it lasts, yeah.
Yeah. This next one, though, I am definitely excited for this. Natalia Silva taking on Viviane Araújo. This is a good step up for her. They got her ranked at number 11, which is actually... I'm just like, that's kind of surprising, I feel like.
I feel like they bumped her up since then.
Okay. Yeah, she did get the win over Lee.
Yeah, but I feel like that was the one that I don't know. I thought that she was just way closer to Karine, because even Karine was ranked at number 14, and they're just doing some shit.
No, yeah, now that you say that, because they were definitely ranked right next to each other.
Yeah, so I think that they just kind of bumped her up a little bit.
But, I'm down for that, though.
But either way, yeah, like you said, just a good step up. I am excited for this fight.
Yeah, she gets a win. She'll definitely be in the top 10. Be looking for probably a top 5 opponent after that. So let's fucking go.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get these women's 125ers just fucking moving.
Yeah, and we've
As
been
they
talking,
should.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. 25 it's the fucking division of the future for the females, honestly.
And it's like, this was the type of fight to make, because Araújo is how old?
I don't think she's the oldest. Or no, damn,
36. That's what I thought.
I
I thought she was 36, but I didn't want to fuck it up. Like, again, just a fighter that I thought was older. But anyway, so she's 36 years old, and it's like, yeah, do that instead of doing the Karine versus Natalia. Like, don't kill prospects like you did with the last fight.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's just this was just good. I'm happy about this. because she's older, but she's still doing her thing. It's that test. Get above her. Get these fucking new names up there.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ginger just also adding this in now. Jasmine Jazz the Vicious fighting Priscilla Cachoeira. UFC 297, January 20th.
Let's say breaking news from an hour ago.
Let's go. I just, in my heart, always root for Priscilla to lose.
That's fair.
It just is what it is. I can't exactly explain it, but whenever she beats someone, I'm just like, damn, you're really not that great, huh? But yeah, I mean, that should be a fun fight, though. Priscilla is always down for a scrap. I mean, that's why it's like I don't even really understand it, because it's like it's not like she's a fucking boring fighter, you know what I mean? Like, she's always just trying to knock people the fuck out.
That's why I don't understand.
I don't know, but I just feel it in my heart. I see her just fight people, I'm just like, yeah, I want the other person to win.
I don't know. I feel like when she was, who was it? It was not her last fight, but like 2 fights ago when she was in the rear naked choke and she was trying to fucking use her thumbs to gouge fucking.
Was she doing that to Jillian Robertson?
Yes, Jillian.
Yeah.
Like
that's my reason now.
There you go.
Like, she's kind of done a lot of things like that where she's kind of a dirty fighter. So it's like, yeah, I don't care if you lose.
But yeah, that fight should be fun though. Another good fight, January 13th. The rematch is booked. The best thing about this is that they got it done so fucking quick.
Yeah.
Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker, the rematch. Ended in bullshit Abu Dhabi. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
January 13th. So,
like
you said,
right
not too far away.
Yep. And just puts the winner like in great line for fucking Alex Pereira, depending on Jamal Hill's recovery. So.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. This is gonna end in some bullshit, man. It's gotta, right? It's Johnny Walker and Magomed Ankalaev.
No, it already ended in bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's already a bullshit part of it.
We've already got the bullshit, right?
But now Magomed's on a 2-fight bullshit streak.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's
he'll lose by Magomed, so it'll be a 3-fight, streak of bullshit. Just that third one won't be bad for us.
Johnny Walker's gonna run out and do the Fabricio Verdum and do a flying side kick to the head and knock him out.
See, I was thinking a jumping front kick, but he doesn't aim it well, and he ends up kicking him in the nuts. And it ends in a no contest the other way.
It's like, fuck it, I'm counting that as a TKO. Johnny, you're the next title fight.
Let's go.
How mad is Dana?
How mad is Dana if that happens?
Both of them.
I was supposed to say, I think he just cuts Ankalaev.
Cuts Ankalaev, gives Johnny a title shot.
Yep. I think that's exactly what happened.
Let's go. But nah, yeah. Hopefully it fucking ends in a good way, so it's just, the winner can get a title shot. Or at least if it does end in some bullshit, at least hopefully Jamal Hill recovers quickly, and then, we can at least get going with some other people. I saw this earlier. I got no idea why. I don't know if you know why, but the UFC Shanghai event got moved to the Apex.
They have not been able to give me a reason.
I wonder if it's just overall visa issues for most of the fighters on the card or something.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is that
more than likely what it is? Because if it's half the people who are on fights who aren't on the road to UFC tournament can't get into the country, it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
We don't have a card.
Which is
You just said what? I'm sorry.
I said if half the fighters who aren't native to China or live in China currently can't get on the card. Can't get into the country. It's like, shit, we don't have a card.
Okay, but what I did just see is that because of it, is that the 4 road to UFC bouts that were expected to fight on there are no longer taking place because of the event change.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I know.
Oh, I didn't know that, so that's what I'm saying. Is that
I had heard that, but I wasn't sure if that was confirmed or not. That it was possible they weren't going to happen.
Damn. Come on, now they're just gonna fucking pull forward bullshit Contender Series people to fight on that card now?
Yeah,
who knows?
That sucks. Damn.
More than likely.
Very sad. Well, that's that card's going to shit, huh? But yeah, so that sucks. But in other cool news, fun news, meaningful news, motherfucking Francis Ngannou, the WBC did the right thing, and he's number 10 rank heavyweight in the boxing rankings. And the biggest thing about that, do you know what that is, Kate?
Is that he can fight for the title.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, I mean, I get, yeah, hopefully fucking, because I know they're going to announce, like, Tyson and Usyk soon. Hopefully Fury wins that. He can get all of the titles, and then they do that fucking rematch for all the belts. That would be fucking awesome. Let's fucking go. That's what I hope for. Such a big payday for Ngannou, that would be.
Like, that'd be so good. There's too many boxing, like WBC box fights that are kind of happening at the same time. Because fucking Wilder is fighting Joseph Park, sorry.
Yeah.
And like they're both ranked in WBC now. Deontay's not getting that.
Yeah.
Quadrilogy, but Anthony Joshua is fighting someone who I think is in the WBC rankings as well.
Fuck. Goddamn. I had his name in my head before.
Wallen.
I know he fought Tyson Fury. Fuck, I can't remember.
Like I said, something Wallen. Because I'm looking at the car. I'm looking at this right now.
But yeah, a lot of shit going on at heavyweight and boxing. Hopefully Ngannou finds some good money paydays in there. And yeah, that's just all I hope for him.
He's the one person who I was thinking he might fight Joseph Parker's fighting Deontay. So now I'm like, well, shit. It might be Chisora or something.
At least he got the fucking, the Fury fight. He looked amazing, so it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna favor him against some fucking not like a
journeyman.
I mean, even if it's fucking someone like that for sure. But yeah, even if it's like Wilder, Joshua, I still might fucking favor Ngannou because I don't know, he just looked damn good in that fight.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just like, it's just like, who do you put him up against?
I guess we're just gonna have to see what they do.
Yeah. Whoever fucking Saudi Arabia wants to pay him fucking $15 million to fight, you know what I mean?
Right.
Very true.
But yeah, other than that, that's gonna wrap up the UFC or the MMA fight news in general. That's gonna wrap up this podcast. Let's fucking go. We got some shit going on. I'm excited. Bellator 301, yeah. Patchy Mix. Yaroslav, let's go.
Let's go.
But like I said in the beginning, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. It helps out. Maybe drop a comment. Check out the fucking links in the description. Me and Ginger streaming on Twitch. Let's go. And, if you need someone to watch the fights with on Friday or Saturday, you can pull up to mine and Kate's Fight Companion. Yeah. But until the review, peace out, everyone.